Huh? How's everybody doing? Get a quick roll call. We don't have many in here yet. Uncle Al, Cheryl, Reed, Ori Jean. I think that's about it. How are you guys doing today? You guys trying to stay cooled off? You got a headache, Cheryl? How come? Am I coming in loud and clear for you guys? Do I need to hold this thing a little closer? Not enough sleep. What's going on with that? How come you're not getting enough sleep? Something you want to share or not? I see that you were telling me you can't text the United States, Lori. That's cool. Email works. Email will make it work back and forth. I was just trying to make it easier on you. AC tuning, is that for your car or for your home there, Reed? Hey, Ryan the Gamer, how you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, this new microphone, I like using it. Facebook chat. I can actually set up a private chat through StreamYard sometime. That's what I did with Alana yesterday. Her and I did a private chat through StreamYard so that I could help her get her computer set up for different stuff, like getting her icons in her banner and stuff. I helped her figure out how to do that. So we just did a private chat through StreamYard, and that way she could show me her screen and stuff. And then I could just tell her where to go and where to click and whatnot. That worked out pretty well for her and I. So that would be something we could think about doing as well. Hey, Jason, how are you doing? Good to see you, my friend. We had a heck of a storm come through here yesterday with some hail. I don't know if you guys saw the picture I posted on my community page, but I put it on Facebook as well. The hail was like golf ball size, so I ended up really damaging my car, and then my Jeep had it broke the windshield in my Jeep, and also did some hail damage to the body. So I've got two cars I've got to turn into the insurance company for hail damage. Yeah, windshield's pretty messed up. My kid called all freaked out saying, "Call the insurance company! Call the insurance company quick!" I'm going, "Well, what the heck? Did you wreck the car or what?" He goes, "Oh no," he said, "it was the hail. The hail broke the windshield, Dad." He was all freaked out. Yeah, I've never had hail break my windshield before, but if you look at the size of that hail, some of it was like that big around. It was such a bad storm. The landlord came and inspected the outside of the house for damage and stuff. So he was telling me that it looked like there was some damage done to the chimney as well. So they're going to come out and put some new bricks in the chimney and stuff. So I thought that was kind of cool that they came out and checked the house out. I saw you've been having some storms there in Missouri, huh? Jason, you were showing the storm off last night. Yeah, it's been a tough year for everybody, storm wise. You had a gentle one last night. I think all yours are gentle, actually, Jason. I mean, it comes down hard, the rain does, but here, when we get those really bad storms, we get thunder and lightning, and it just sounds like the whole furniture is just shifting from one side of the room to the other type of thunder and lightning and stuff. So it's not gentle. Comes down out of the sky in buckets and usually has water running down the street. So really nothing here to break all that going on at the same time. It's kind of flat. So everything just kind of rolls. You must live pretty close to that river, Jason. Backwoods Law. Hey, how you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Great man. Hey, good to see you too, my friend. Good to see you. I see Uncle Al rolled back in. How you doing, my brother? You got thunder boomers there. 45 days. Yay. You are on the countdown. Yeah. Gotta like that. Hey, we only do about an hour here on Fridays. I kind of wanted to get everybody's feedback on what they thought about that standoff they had in Philadelphia the other day. I've been seeing a lot of videos put out on how that was handled and stuff. So I was hoping I could get some feedback from you guys to see exactly what you guys are thinking about that. 10 years left. By the time you get 10 years left, it'll be 15. They'll have pushed it out again. Camp Patton, hey, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Heat wave. Oh, you've had a couple of storms there out in the desert, Uncle? Those are probably kind of crazy out there in the desert. You probably get a lot of lightning. Oh, I do want to know. That's why I asked, Backwoods. I actually think they let it go way too long. Those police departments now, they have all kinds of equipment where they can see through walls and stuff. So I think they really it was a fiasco, in my opinion, anyway. I think they were talking about robots and stuff, but actually, they have drones and whatnot that will actually see through the walls and stuff. I mean, they brought in the long guns. Why did they wait so long? I don't get it, you know. Hey, Prepper Smith, how are you doing? Good to see you, my friend. Glad you decided to roll in here this afternoon. Now they're gonna start harping on us about how come they, how come that guy got guns. Just another way for him to try to take that Second Amendment away from us. Hey, Anthony, there he is. How you doing? Good to see you. Trying to get some feedback here on that Philadelphia shooting thing the other day. Anybody can just pipe in wherever they feel froggy at. Yeah, I think they should have done what pretty much what you said, Backwoods. I think they should have just evacuated the immediate area and confined that one house. You know, those guys get paid and they're trained pretty well. You know, they have drones and robots, and they have uh, equipment that can see through walls and stuff. And I think it was kind of a fiasco. I mean, they're damned if they do and they're damned if they don't. So why don't they just do their job and get in there and get out? Get in, get out. They already had the right to use force when the guy fired on police officers. Well, I don't know. They really lit it up the day it happened, Anthony. It was everywhere. You know, I tried to get away from it on the TV, but every channel I turned to seemed like they were bringing it up. So I just turned the darn TV off. But here it is, a couple of days later, they're still talking about it. You know. Yeah, I think it was that darn mayor Backwoods. I think that mayor had something to do with it. I think he was kind of a sissy. Excuse my, you know, these are all just my opinions, but I think he was just a sissy in trying to get his 15 minutes of fame or whatever they call it because he had never been in any kind of situation like that before. So, yeah, you know, everybody says that, Anthony, about not watching mainstream media. But even if you don't want to watch it, it is still forced down your throat. If you have to go to TV sometime or another, you know. I watch pretty much watch apps on my TV. I watch like Hulu and stuff like that. But there are times I actually go over to watch my local news stations and stuff, and it happens to pop up there too. So you can't totally get away from it. The little news stations probably give you a little bit better outlook on it. However, they pick their news up off the major news ones. So yeah, you're right. It's hard to keep up with. Hey, old man, how are you doing? That's another good one there, Gray Man. I'm not thinking it was the Clintons though. I mean, he had a lot of information on a lot of different people. The Clintons are not even in the spotlight anymore, but there's a lot of those folks out there that are still in the spotlight, governors and senators and prime ministers and all kinds of people like that. So I don't think it was the Clintons, but I'm not putting it past it being uh, a execution for sure. Inspire John, hey, I didn't see you sneak in. How are you doing, John? Good to see you. You guys jump in wherever you want. You know what we're talking about today, so make sure that you are doing your networking thing. But we only have an hour, so I was kind of hoping to get some input on this. Oh, I agree. Yeah, she does. She's not the only one, though. There's also in the background are the Obamas, both of them. The old man and the late and the wife. So all those politicians are probably in Mr. Epstein's little black book. It's going to be kind of hard to point the finger at any one person, but for sure there's going to be some decent ones in there. Well, you look at what happened, the Saudis killed that one American journalist, nothing happened to him, so there's people like that think that they can get away with stuff like that. Uh, hey, man, how are you doing, good friend, my brother? Hey, how are you doing? You calling me a buttercup? I thought you were my brother. Come on. You're going to run for president? I'll tell you what, John, you got my vote. All right, you're going down tonight for the last time. Good job. Very good job. I'm glad you're finally getting out of that New York. Now you'll be able to wear your weapon. You'll be able to do some stuff. Not worry about going to the Hooskow. Backwoods, he's going to be getting out of his area too, so everybody's moving south. I know you do, Matt. You and I are brothers. We understand how it's got to be. Prepper Smith said he's moving east. I kind of like it where I'm at. It's either open carry or concealed. They could care less. They just make sure that everybody gets to carry a weapon. I live in a pretty decent area for that. Herman! Hey, how are you doing, Herman the Great? How are you today, Herman? Good to see you. Trying out my new Yeti microphone. Is it sounding okay, you guys? Oh, you were told not to arrest her? I can believe that completely. You know what? I think she should have been thrown under the jail. I don't even understand how she thought she could run for president and win. I really don't understand that. Yeah, I understand where you're at, Gray Man. That's how it is there too. I like it here a lot. I mean, uh, it's a Republican state, and everybody does what they're supposed to be doing. So, yeah, it's well, it's not a blue Yeti. If you look, it's black. It's called the black hole or something, but it's a Yeti. Costs a little more than the blue Yeti. It's all I know. It's supposed to do more stuff, but I have a easy, hard enough time just plugging it in and playing it. It's got a lot of buttons on it. I mean, I still don't know how to make them all work yet. I'll get there. You're running against Will. Woo-hoo, the Herm Party. There you go. I think there's a lot of pissed off people in our country for sure. Oh, you have a Yeti in the back of your truck? How tall is he? Yeah, just make sure that you carry no matter what, whether it's legal or not. Make sure if you're not having it on you, you got it close by. I just feel that there is a storm a coming. How close am I to Yellowstone? Uh, Yellowstone covers a lot of ground. Uh, I don't live too far from anywhere. I'm 3 hours from Denver, a couple hours from Cheyenne, Wyoming, 6 hours from Montana, Butte, Montana. I'm pretty close to a lot of spots. That's why I kind of like where I'm at. I'm located in a spot where I can go in a lot of different directions. A guest treehouse. You better get on that then. I might be there sooner than you think. Oh, we got somebody come in here. Let me see. Aerobin, there we go. Aerobin Outdoors. Yeah, good to see you come in. That's a new subscriber for me, you guys. Make sure you get over there and check out that channel. I was over there today looking around. Great channel. Go over there and check him out. Make sure you're watching one of his videos and giving him a thumbs up, leaving him a little comment because he's got some good content. Don't forget about the giveaway either, you guys. I'm getting really close. I'm like 130 now. So if you guys are not getting those VRs in and getting all the rules done, you need to get going on it because I was thinking it was gonna probably take till the end of September, first part of October, but I'm thinking it's gonna be sooner than that. So if you're not into the contest yet to win that knife, where is that darn thing? There it is. I take it out of the sheath. There it is. That's a skinning knife. There, you guys. It was custom made by Eddie over there at Backyard Custom Knives. He made it just for this drawing that I'm having, and then I built a sheath for it. So you're gonna get a custom knife with a custom sheath. It's in the drawing. Don't forget. Go over there and check it out. I have it all pinned to my home page. Oh yeah, you see that? That's a buck. You can't see it too good. Camera doesn't do it justice, but see the buck on there? It's tooled in there. into the leather. So I'll be giving away that knife and this other knife too. So there's two knives to give away. This here is from Holtzman Gorilla Survival Gear. So be giving that one away too. If you guys are not in there, make sure you're getting over there. Yep, make sure you're getting over there and checking it all out, and getting that VR in, and getting some other. Do the rules. I put up the rules and the 10 concealed. It's all together. Everything has to be into that video. There's four ways. There's four different ways you get up to four entries. So when I get really, really close, like 10 or 20 away, I'll start putting a deadline on it so I can get it done. You want that knife? You got a pretty good chance right now, Cheryl. I think I've only got 2 or 3 VRs in there. I think there's only 2 or 3 people with 4 entries. So there's some people with only 1 entry, but there's only 2 or 3 with 4 entries. So you got a pretty good chance. You know, if you don't want to do the VR and stuff, if you're camera shy, all you have to do is go over that VR and watch it, or that video and watch it, and then just tell me you're in. You'll get 1 entry. That's pretty easy stuff. 1 entry is better than 0 entries. Lori says if she wins, she will pay it forward to you, Cheryl. All right, Arabin. See you later. I'll be here for about another half hour if you get around to wanting to come back. Hey, Virginia, how you doing? Good to see you, Virginia. Hola. All right, Matt. Thanks for coming by. I know you're busy trying to get the family moved and all. I'll talk to you soon, my brother. If you win, you're paying it forward to you. Right on. That's what I would do too. That's a nice knife, you guys. He put a lot of work into that knife. If you guys aren't subscribed to him, you should get over there and check him out. Eddie over at Backyard Custom Knives. He does not just knives, but a lot of different stuff. Does some bushcrafting and stuff too. So he's right up there in the niche with us. So, oh my goodness, look who just come in. Hey, how you doing, Sue? Good to see you. Welcome. Yep, you're gonna need that skinning knife to be looking around on those pheasants and stuff. Yep. Do you see the pictures of the Jeep? Sue, hailstorm broke the windshield on it. I posted them over there on Facebook if you want to go look when you got time. The cleaver, yeah, that thing is sweet looking. Golf ball size hail, it was big. It was pummeling the house so hard that it sounded like the roof was going to cave down on me. I kept telling a little woman to get out there and move the car in towards the garage and the house because she parks out on the street. I said, you better go out there and pull the car in, try to keep it protected a little bit from that hail. And she says, there ain't no way I'm going out there. Oh, you're talking about that sheath I made for you, Gray Man? Did Corsair sneak in here? He sure did. How are you doing, Steve? Good to see you. I am really kind of pissed off I didn't make it over there to that premiere. I'm going to have to start turning my notifications up. You sneak up on me too much. So you guys see that they might have evidence that Epstein was knocked off instead of killing himself. Now they got all that conspiracy theory stuff running around. Gavin, hey, how you doing, Gavin? Good to see you, my friend. Let's see, we're gonna try to get something done here. Try to see if I can do this without getting in trouble. Like there. And that one. Yep, I did it. I didn't get in too much trouble. Come on. There we go. Wayne come in too? Oh my goodness. Everybody's here now. How you doing, Wayne? Good to see you. He did. Wayne slipped in the side door. That was a good video you put out the other day, Wayne. Before you got here, we kind of talked a little bit about that Philadelphia fiasco. How to build an arc welder. Who wants an arc welder? That's too much like that 4-letter word. How are you this afternoon, Wayne? Glad everybody decided to pull up in here for just a little while with me. You enjoy it? Yeah, when I first started doing it, I enjoyed it too. Then I did it for like 35 years and I didn't enjoy it anymore. Welded just about every kind of steel there is and some that people just don't care about. I hate welding on stainless steel without any ventilation. Oh, you gotta hit the gym. Don't hit it too hard. Any chemtrails coming over the beautiful blue skies of LA, Steve? You must have a pretty powerful battery to make a welder out of a battery there. Either that or you can't weld very thick of steel with it for sure. Maybe some thin pot metal or something. I've never really tried to do anything with a welder and a battery before. I didn't really think about it. Cat batteries, maybe, yeah, those are some pretty heavy duty ones. What they had people in custody inside the house with the officers? How the heck did that work? I thought the officers in the house escaped, or that's the information I was pipelined out anyway. There's so many different points of view on that. It's kind of hard to sort it all through. Clouds of cow poop. They were in. There were supposed to be two cops inside uh, while they were trying to wait to get him out of there. Right, that's what I heard. I think there was two cops in there hiding or something, trying to stay out of the line of fire. I think that's sort of what I heard. I just kind of was catching stuff here and there. I wasn't just like sitting there listening to it. 8 to 10 houses. So where those like condos in backwoods? Condos are like all stacked up in one house. Woodworking. Yeah. What are you talking about, Anthony? With like a lathe? Is that what you're talking about? A lathe? You been to the store? What'd you buy me? Popsicles. Popsicles? You hear that, old man? I got popsicles. Townhouses. Back in Washington, they call them uh, condos, and they're just nothing, no more than apartments inside a big building. Call them condos. Somebody buys an apartment. smelt it. Smelting is nasty. Ugh. Hey, CR, how you doing? You came into a big mess here. We're talking about a little bit of everything. What's Mortise? Is that a wood? I'm not. I must be missing something here. That's with me, Wayne. Electrical is. I used to do a lot of like just putting like tape decks in and install radios in cars and stuff when I was younger, and that was my expertise with electrical. But it's way out of my range nowadays with all the new stuff they have out there. If you guys watch that Savage Survival, if you watch his stuff, uh, let's see, I think it's Savage Survival. Oh no, it's not. It's Survival Comms. Survival Comms. He does a lot of electrical work, and I always watch it because I want to try to learn some different stuff. But I always tell him, well, I didn't understand it, but I watched it, And he says, well, sometimes it's good to watch it because maybe later on when you need to know something, it'll come back to you. So hopefully that's the case, but I'm not going to bet on it. You gonna leave, Uncle? MacGyver training, yeah. That's about where I'm at. I'm a MacGyver kind of guy. Yep, that's about me, Prepper Smith. I'm about a jack of all and master of none. Better give me one. You hear that, old man? I'm gonna get me a popsicle. Better go get yours. Oh, the air cars fall. Oh, you got master electricians in your family. You're good to go then. Oh man, that would be cool. Just building with primitive tools like that. There you go, old man. Banana. So how about you, Steve? You very good at electrical stuff? I'm not even sure I could put a radio in a car anymore. Everything's changed so much. Breaking things. What kind of things does he tell people to do, Gray Man? Creating things. Well, we already knew that, CR. You're going to buy a hunting property? So, what are you going to do with the hunting property, Anthony? You're going to build like a cabin on it, or are you going to just leave it bare and just put like, what do they call those, blinds up, you know? Oh, he's with an oil company. Which one does he work for? Is he like Halliburton or something like that? I worked in the oil field for like 10 years. Banana, yeah. Paddle boarding. No, no, not me. I don't do paddle boarding. There you go. More of a BOL, huh? Oh, he's like a contractor then. He goes out and contracts to different ones all the time. Just whoever needs some help at the time. Yeah, I worked on several oil rigs. I like working on the bigger ones more than the little ones. The little ones work you too hard. I like working on what they call triples. I was a derrick hand. Well, I wasn't always a derrick hand, but I had to start out at the bottom of the ladder. But I ended up being the derrick hand, and then relief driller. That's why I didn't do it all that much. That's why I like being derrick hand. You didn't work very hard. You let the other hands like haul the mud sacks, and the only time you had to work really hard was when you had to change the drill bit. But I'm not saying I didn't do any manual labor. When I first started working for them, I had to do that little worm's corner thing where you're the guy that does a little bit of everything but knows nothing about a lot. So that's where I started and worked my way all the way up. Then I left doing that. I don't know, probably in the 80s is when I quit doing it. Yeah, Hooples probably knows how to paddleboard. Steve's a manager, yeah. What'd you do after you got out of the military, old man? Or did you get 100% disability right out? Sound like they're giving you hell again there, Steve. It was probably worse than that, Lori. Make you one. Make you one, Wayne. Heck, the old time Indians just went out and fell a tree and carved out their own darn boats. You live in the desert, be kind of hard to find a tree out there. Is that what you're saying? You have to have the old man send you one from Washington. Yeah, you live on a lake. How come you don't have a boat? You would think living on that beautiful lake that you live on, you'd have like a bayliner or something. You live by the San Diego River. I don't know. Is that safe to be in that water? Being in San Diego like that, probably full of pollution. Oh, you do have boats? You got? Do you have a bayliner? You have an open bow bayliner? Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Backwoods. There probably ain't no good water to be in San Diego at. Insight Freedom. Hey, how are you doing? Good to see you, Scott. You caught some of it, yep. Talked about a little about not talking about a lot, but not talking about nothing in particular. Oh, you have small fishing boats. So you're talking like 14 or 16-foot boats. Hey, Scott, I found an ACP online for the SIG 9M 9mm. They're about $149. Make sure you guys are checking each other out too while you're sitting here shooting the crud. Some of you guys might not know the other ones. Yeah, that's a bummer there, old man. Yeah, that was kind of a sweet little deal too, that ACP. I was watching a video on it. You only got to pull two pieces out of the ACP, and then the pistol just pushes up inside of it. You push it forward, and then you just pop it up. There's a deal that you just kind of push up on, and it clips it in. And then on the back end, you just slide this one piece back in and make it till it snaps. And then you got your pistol has becomes an ACP. Really like to get one of those before they outlaw them. Kevin Moore, hey, how are you today? Good to see you. Glad you decided to stop in, Kevin. How are you today? Kevin is actually Melody. Soldier Poet, hey, good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Welcome. Gray 1107, good to see you too, my friend. Good to see you. How's everybody doing? I don't have all my bells and whistles hooked up today. Otherwise, we'd be using that clap a lot. Where's Alana at? I haven't seen her today. I'm gonna have to give her some crud. I like fishing. I'm gonna get to go do some here pretty soon. A week from today, actually. 70 feet. Yeah, that's deep enough. You could lose somebody in 70 feet. They probably got fish in that lake that are man eaters. You caught fish sticks? How'd you catch them? Did you use a worm on the hook or what? 200 feet? Sometimes? What is it? Sometime? 200 something feet. Okay. That's a pretty good size lake. Deep sea fishing is a hoot. I've got to do it. It is good. It's really good. I caught more sand sharks than I caught deep sea fish, but sand sharks are fun to catch. Great Lakes. Striper bass. Oh, that would be fun. Budget book bushcraft. How you doing, BK? Good to see ya. Glad you popped in. I see you found a good name for your channel. You added on to it, is all you did. That sounds good, though. Make sure you guys are checking each other out there if you don't know each other. We don't have too much of a lag today. Kevin Moore fam says he's new, but I've seen him. He's been here before. Her, I think it's a her if I remember right. I don't pity you about that rush hour traffic, Scott. That's one thing I don't miss. They don't have rush hour here where I live. Well, if they call it rush hour, it's only because there's 4 cars instead of one. Well, you guys, we have come to the end. I hope everybody had a great time. I know I did. Time flies when you're having fun talking amongst each other. That's about right, Anthony. Yep, it's time to go, you guys. I'm glad you guys came today, though. I really appreciate it. Don't forget, we'll be back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. That's when we'll be back to spinning the wheel, and we'll have something new to give away. Hopefully, it's out there in my mailbox waiting for me. All right, y'all. Thanks for coming. You know, I love each and every one of you. It was a good one today. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. Have a great one. Bye bye.